Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing today? Huh? I hope you're doing well. It is Friday, June 11th, 2016. I know you may see this some other day and time and all of that. In fact, I'm going to put this up on early Saturday morning. I'm talking about like 1:30. Got the internet installed today. It was an adventure, but it is fast. And so I'm going to work out through this weekend how I'm going to uplink stuff. But folks, all of our problems, knocking on wood, should be resolved. So I should be able to get you the pocket dumps every morning, which would be great. And then I can record and send you other things throughout the day and overnight. I'm excited. So I just put up the long lost Sunday pocket dump deconstruction on Friday. It just got up, so please check it out. I know it's late, days late, but hopefully that'll be the last time. And now I'm putting up this one, the Friday, June 11th one, and then we should be back on track and you'll start seeing things pop up. Don't forget, if you subscribe, please subscribe, because then YouTube will let you know when I put up videos. I'm getting excited now. I was so frustrated before. Now I'm excited. So more knife videos. Get ready for them. And in fact, after I do this, I'm going to finish up the Pelican case. So look for that one as well. So let's get on this deconstruction. That's what this is about, our daily pocket dump deconstruction. What you see right there, that's going to be in my pockets. That's the EDC, everyday carry. Threw it on my desk, then rearranged it so it looked a little prettier. Took a shot, posted it on Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken. Come join the feed. Join me on Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken. Post a lot of photos on the knife collection. You'll get a head start looking at the knives. I start with my first cup of coffee. I end late at night posting other knife combinations. You'll enjoy it, I'm sure. At Keith Kevin Ken. Now let's do this. The watch is my brown Rolex. Just a nice, thin manual Rolex. I always do that. I get in the habit of, because this isn't the original band, I told the story and I'll tell it again. My kids, it's a cute story. My two oldest are girls, then I have a younger son. They're all adults. But when they were younger, I had my Rolex and they snuck it out of the house with their mother for Father's Day. It's great because Father's Day is this weekend. Snuck it out of the house for Father's Day, went to the shop to get me a new band. And this is the new band they got me. Of course, we're talking a lot of years ago, right? Again, 20, 25 years ago. And they came back with it and surprised. They were so thrilled. And I'm looking like, oh my goodness, the original band is gone with the original hardware. And so I've never changed it. They're so proud, and it's emotional for me. But, you do a pocket dump. I bet you all you guys are sitting there going, that's not real. Where's the band? It's real. But that's a loving band. Cheap band, but loving band for my girls. It's a Cohiba day. You know why? Thank God it's Friday. Oh, the weather's been unbelievable on the East Coast. Pretty soon it's going to turn really summer here in the East. That means humidity, but it's been hot and no humidity. Just perfect. That's my Cohiba. You see, as I get towards the end of the week and in the weekend, the Cuban cigars get bigger and fatter because I get more time to smoke them. My current obsession is the Schoen pen. This is the titanium version of the Schoen pen. I love it. I've got titanium, bronze, and steel with a wonderful coating that they use on expensive watches. The DLC coating, which they call diamond-like carbon coating. It's just a nice knife. Listen to me. It feels like a knife. That's why I like it. If it was just a pen, I got some fancy smancy pens, but this feels like something that should be in your pocket. That's the Shone pen, Schon. Ian Shone owns Shone Design. Design is DSGN. I'm not getting paid to do this. In fact, I pay him for these great pens. But check them out if you're interested in pens. And, you know, I invested in something blue, blended scotch, and I thought it was going to last a long time. It's so smooth. So I put it in again because I'm going to celebrate this Friday with something blue that's blended scotch. A friend of mine said, man, you spend that? That's too expensive. And then I brought out an expensive glass and poured it from the flask, so it wasn't fancy smancy, and took a sip. He said, I take it all back. This was a bargain. Well, for him it was free. I have now that I think of it, I have a vintage Coach wallet. I have a couple of them. I love real thin wallets. Put them together. They go in your back pocket, your front pocket, your shirt pocket. I wear a sport jacket inside your jacket pocket. Really nice. And oh man, I always almost forget my lucky silver coin, 1 ounce coin. It's one of my Chinese silver coins from 2007. It's the year of the pig. Wonderful Chinese coin. Oh man. And let's take this off of the Word guide. The Word notebook, just like the field notes, but just comes in a little bit better flavor every now and then. I still have a bunch of field notes too. And now let's talk about the knives. I like this carry. You know, I promised myself, I didn't promise myself, I told myself I'm not going to use anything out of the 1550 Pelican case that I'm using to celebrate our 500 subscribers until I'm done delivering all of that to you. So later tonight, I'm going to deliver the last of the Pelican 1550 case. So I'm not using any of those knives, and it's really been kind of good because there's a bunch of knives in that case. And so it gives me searching through the other cases, and I'm coming out with some really fantastic carries. I just love it. By the way, please don't forget to thumb this up. Also, don't forget to subscribe because now we're looking to reach 1,000 subscribers. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will go through the rest of my Spydercos. We're going to have some Spydercos in this next look at the 1550 that we're going through now. But once we reach 1,000, I'm going to go through all my Spydercos, and that's over 400 knives. I have a 1,600 Pelican case, my biggest, that's filled with Spydercos. I'm laughing because I'm just picturing all of them. Every time I open up the case, I want it to have it in my mind. There's like a beam of light from angels coming out of there. There are some classics that I don't even believe that I own. And so we're going to go through all of those as well. And then I have another 1550. We're going to go through 2 cases and all of these Spydercos. And in the 1550, I have my Spydercos lined up like families. So all the variations of all the knives. So all the flippers, most of the flippers. You'll see some of the newer ones in this one. But all of everything is all in line. So it's going to be fun. I promise you it'll be fun. I mean, let me tell you, in the 1600, we're going to go through all my copas. Okay, all 16 of them. It's really going to be a fun case. I'm actually looking forward to doing that. All right, here we go. Man, I am just all over the place today. It's Friday. I'm happy. So I'm sorry I'm rambling so much. So let's get to the knives. I'm carrying, yep, that's a Roadie. I carry a lot of Roadies because it's the perfect keychain knife. There are 5 Roadies from Spyderco in different colors. They all have this FRN scales, the fiberglass reinforced nylon scales. I call them plastic, wonderful plastic scales. There's 5 of them. There's blue, this one, there's gray, black, red, and orange. This has wonderful steel. It's that N690 steel. The blade is a 2.1 inch blade. It's a slip joint, folks. I love that they fit in a little choil right there. It's really great. It has some jimping on the top, has some jimping on the choil as well to give you some grip. See, it is a slip joint. Spyderco designed these because the FAA was thinking about allowing smaller knives back on airplanes. And so they gave everyone requirements. Spyderco came up with this. One of the requirements is that it had to be a 2-hand opener. And so there is the Spidey hole, but it's not functional. And so what they came up with is a new way. Instead of the nail nick that you're used to seeing, instead they put dimples, 2 dimples, right on the head of this knife. And so you just pinch and pull. It's really wonderful. And I love it because most modern slip joints have what we call a half stop. See, at 90 degrees, it stops. Of course, you can pull through it, but it says, hey, folks, this is a slip joint. Move fingers now. So you get that resistance. Oh, man. Of course, the FAA changed their mind, but Spyderco said, wait a second. It's under 3 inches. It's only 2.1 inch. That's great for places like Chicago and Boston and other cities in the U.S. and wonderful around the world. A lot of international markets can't have a locking knife. This isn't locking. Has to be a 2-hand opener. This is a 2-hand opener. And it's wonderful because it's under 3 inches, so they keep it going. And you know what? I'm so happy. Thank you, FAA. I think you made the right decision. I'm a knife fanatic, but there's wackos. When I'm in a, plane, I'm okay with that. I also like the fact, though, that, man, I like the fact that I have this wonderful keychain knife. So thank you, Spyderco. That's the Roadie, Spyderco Roadie. This is a knife. I'll tell you, my medium knife, oh, man. This is what I mean where I go in the cases and I go and I see these. I love the Pelican cases because they keep your knives nice and dry and everything else. But, man, sometimes I love the Kiwi. And I have the original. I have the original Kiwi. I have another Kiwi with a different variation. When they came out with this Kiwi, because I love the Kiwi, and they're slip joints and they're hard slip joints with strong springs. When they came out with this, I went insane. I was so happy, and I haven't carried this worth anything. And I'm kicking myself, so I'm carrying it today. Darn it! And I'm showing it off to you. It is the Kiwi 4, Spyderco Kiwi 4. As you can tell, it's bigger. Man, why didn't I bring out the smaller Kiwis? Anyway, it's bigger. It's a bigger Kiwi. The blade is bigger. It's a 2.9 inch blade, so it's just under the 3 inches. VG10 steel, and look, it has the back lock. It's a locking blade. I love that. Now, I know in the past they have done some fancy, I can't get it out of there, fancy Kiwis. And I don't own any of them, but I've seen them, and I keep almost buying them. They're like gentleman folders. And so they have the back lock as well. But look at this big kiwi. This is a kiwi. Look at the two choils. So wonderful. Now remember, Michelin Man hands. Look at this 50-50 choil. 50% of the choil is handle, 50% blade, which I really love. Then it has the second choil. Look how big it is in my hand. It's so thin. Oh, it carries in the pocket like butter. Doesn't take any room. And look, they even put my wire clip on it. It is light. It is wonderful. It is black G10 scales with this one. You know, the great thing about it is it's so thin. Oh, man, I have to carry this more. It is just a wonderful thing. And, of course, that back lock from Spyderco is one strong lock. Listen, I love that blade shape. Everything about it I like. That is the Spyderco Kiwi 4, the bigger one with G10 scales. Yes, 2.9-inch blade and that strong back lock. And then, of course, we're topping it off with the Strider. You know, I almost went all Spyderco again. I'll talk about that when I talk about the knife that got away. But, man, I love this Strider. I really do. Strider SJ-75, the mini. Oh, man. 3-inch blade. It doesn't show because it's black blade. But, can you kind of see that? I love that work on the top of the blade. I love the fatness of the blade. I love the fact that they have the steel backside with the lock, frame lock, and it feels great. This G10 feels like micarta. It just feels like cloth. It's so smooth and wonderful. Green G10. And personally, and it comes in all kinds of colors and all that, but personally, I love how that green and black looks. Isn't that nice? Oh, you see, they even have the work on the scales right there. It's just really nicely made. The clip is it works. Looks like they said, man, we have a masterpiece little knife. Bend up a clip, but it really works in a real nice way, and you don't feel it at all. That is the Strider SJ-75. By the way, this steel is CPM 154 steel. I don't know a lot about it, but man, it cuts like crazy. It's a real nice, large, really a medium kind of carry. I love this smaller carry. What I really love is the profile of these things. Yeah, this is a little bit wider, not extraordinarily wide, but man, with that thin knife with the Kiwi, and then that, on my keychain, it's usually in another pocket. Perfect keychain. That's my carry. I think it's a perfect Friday carry. I really do, because when I want to run out of the office or hide out of the office, it doesn't drag me down as a carry. That, my friends, that is my EDC and my carry. That's what I took a picture of for Instagram and posted it at Keith Kevin Kim. But you know what? This ain't Instagram. This is the YouTube channel with over 500 subscribers. Oh, man. This, to me, is one of those unsung knives. It is the Spyderco R. That's it. Simply R. And this is a sprint run. I told you about Spyderco sprint runs. They are, of course, this has been discontinued for years. They are limited edition, usually 1,000 knives or less. And coming from a production company, that's very limited. And first come, first serve. When they're gone, they're gone. And then you have to go to that secondary market to get them. This is the Spyderco R. Oh, man, I should have brought an example. The original R was like an erector set. You know, the scales were all holes and airy. And even the blade was like this lattice work. I don't own the original, but I own a couple of knives that I should have brought as an example, but I'm trying to do these quicker. even though it's at 20 minutes already. But this is a wonderful blade. It's a classic Spyderco shape. You see it? Get that kind of a leaf shape. VG10 steel. This is a Precision handle. I've shown these before. Precision handles are just divine. They make any knife that has the Precision handles into an instant gentleman's folder because it's so wonderful. It is glass fibers, thinner than the human hair. It's knitted together, weaved together into this pattern. Precision is the pattern that you see. It's a specific pattern that's found in some Japanese kimonos. So it's a Japanese pattern used, a specific pattern for a kimono, Precision. It's under polymer, and so you get that smooth feel right here, but oh man, it's wonderful. You throw in the Spyderco backlock, and you've got one strong knife. This was going to be the carry. Then I opened up my other Pelican case and went, whoa, 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 wait. Whoa, whoa, wait. I've got the Strider. So there you go. This is the carry. That's the knife that got away. It's the Spyderco R 3.45 inch blade, VG10, with that Precision glass fiber handle. Hey, you guys, I really enjoy talking to you. I felt so bad with the uploads that I went out and got me heavy duty internet. And so we're going to solve all of those. Get ready for more regular postings. Get ready for me to get my act together. Okay? I really appreciate all of you. Help us reach that 1,000 member goal. And by the way, subscriber goal. And by the way, have I told you thank you lately? Because thank you. I really appreciate having a chance to talk to you each and every single day. I really do. I understand your time. I understand it. But the time we spend together, I'm very happy that you've taken the time to watch this collection and comment and thumb it up. You guys really give me a lot of encouragement. So thank you. I appreciate it. You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. The scientific reason is it's just fun. Just have some fun. Fill it with some man stuff. I appreciate you all. Goodbye.